Hey everybody, I'm Britt Savage for WooFDriver News, coming to you live with dog news stories from around the world and in your own backyard, all over the place. Wherever they're happening, I'm bringing them to you. Well, how are you doing today? I'm here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I have a lot of things to get to, but first I wanted to say thank you so much for the people who posted about their dogs and how they got their dogs' names. And we're still sorting through so many great photos, but I'm going to get to some of them a little bit later. And I'll be doing I was going to call them bark outs or shout outs to your dogs and to you coming up just in a few minutes. But we're going to start out now with some news stories. Now, last time I said I wanted to do some news stories and just some general things about therapy dogs and also service dogs. And I know you've seen them around wherever you go. And I thought with all that's gone on this week, and I know it's on everyone's hearts and minds, that I would start out with what I think would be a pretty good story about service dogs, actually, in this case, a group of therapy dogs that are all going. Well, let me just get to the story. Therapy dogs and their handlers have flown in from all over the country to help bring healing and comfort to Orlando following the recent massacre at the Pulse nightclub. A team of golden retrievers from Chicago are just one of the many groups responding, saying that they are bringing love and light to a place experiencing great darkness. The Comfort Ministry have been visiting counseling centers and spending time with families touched by the tragedy. They'll also be working in local hospitals with injured victims and also with first responders. Organizer Tim Hesner explains a little bit more about how the dogs are helping. He says they're good listeners, your conversation is confidential, they don't take notes, and they show unconditional love. And I know that in our lives, we know our dogs give us so much love, and there's nothing like it. Just if you have something on your heart and your mind and being able to talk to a dog or just be around your dog and petting a dog. So even in this really terrible situation, I know that those dogs are going to be a big help to the people down there. Just seeing their presence is just going to lighten their load just a little bit. And I want to publicly thank everybody who, just all these dog owners who just, with all their busy lives, just stopped what they were doing, got on a plane with their dog and headed to Orlando when they could have been doing a million things with their own families. But I think that is just beautiful, and I just want to thank you all. So let's get to the next story. This one is from North Carolina. This is great. A student at Northern Guilford High School got a big surprise when he opened up his yearbook. Yeah, mine was looking at my picture. But right next to his photo was a photo of his service dog named Taffy. That's so great. 15-year-old Harry Hulse has type 1 diabetes, and when Taffy alerts him when his blood sugar gets out of whack. So Harry explains that Taffy paws him 12 or 13 times a day so he can treat himself with insulin or food. That's incredible. I can't even imagine how that happens, but I'm hoping maybe I can get somebody to explain how this dog would know that. But, you know, our dogs know everything, right? Yearbook editor Stephanie Hicks says Taffy is basically one of the kids, and when she discovered that the studio they hired to shoot the yearbook photos also took a quick shot of Taffy, they decided it had to go right next to Harry in the yearbook, and everybody kept it a secret. Everyone was telling me, your dog is in the yearbook, and I was like, what? Recalls Harry. It's a surreal feeling, the feeling of having your best friend next to you. That's so beautiful. I love that. All right, let's go to Kansas for this next story. Going to the dentist is something that many people dread, but one Wichita dental office is trying to make that experience a little easier with a bearded collie named Baron. Dental practice owner Dr. Craig Boynton got the idea after noticing how difficult going to the dentist was for some of his patients. He decided to train Baron to be a therapy dog. Boynton explains, Baron likes to go around the whole office from room to room and check on who's there. Sometimes they'll be in tears and he'll get rid of those tears. They'll just concentrate on being with him a little bit. Now, not all dogs can be therapy dogs. They have to like strangers, probably just be a little bit more relaxed around people, and also be able to listen in any kind of situation where you can still give them simple commands like sit, stay, lie down, things like that. But your dog might be a good therapy dog. You never know. So let me know if you do work with your dog as a therapy dog. That would be really great. I think my dog, I'm not quite sure. She's pretty jumpy, and she's a little shy, so she probably wouldn't be for her. But I would like to hear some stories about what you're doing with your dogs. Okay, so this is where I'd probably say that when Bill the WooFDriver said, would you like to do some news? Because he knew I did radio, and I love comedy, and I love dogs, of course. I said, that sounds like a great idea. I'd love to do that. And then when I found out it was live, I thought, uh-oh, this is a little scary because I have a wacky sense of humor. And I just never know what I might say or do. And so last time I said, well, I like to sing. Why don't you guys suggest a song about a dog and I'll sing it? And, well, you guys are listening because I got a lot of requests about dog songs. A lot of the songs I'd even forgotten about. But I got a nice long list. I knew most of them, but I just had sort of forgotten about them. But we'll get to a bunch of them. But we are going to get to one today. But let me go over some of the ones you guys sent in because I think they're pretty cool. We had Who Let the Dogs Out? You know that one, right? Then Atomic Dog by George Clinton. Shannon by Henry Gross. That's a cool song. I'll tell you the whole story about that sometime. I Want to Be Your Dog by the Stooges, Iggy Pop. Old Red by Blake Shelton. That is a great story song about a dog, actually a couple dogs, romantic dogs. It's pretty great. And then Barbara Terrell, who posted last time, she had posted about that Old Red song by Blake Shelton, but she also mentioned one, Hound Dog. I mean, how perfect could that be? Hound Dog, right? So I'm doing it. I'm going to do Hound Dog. I've lost my mind, right? I'm going to sing it. So I'm all set up. I mean, I'm not completely all set up, but I'm going to do it. But let me put this stuff down. Now I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna read what you're saying. Maybe that'll calm me down. Oh, somebody said something really weird. Healing dogs are such a beautiful way for folks to heal. I agree. I think it's beautiful. So awesome. Dogs are the best. Yeah, at lightening grief. I really agree. And this is where I probably should say cats are too. I mean, all animals. I really think they feel your feelings. You know what I've noticed is sometimes I have to record a song that's really sad, and so I have to emote and I have to try to get into the lyric. And I've noticed that sometimes my dog or cat will like be looking at me like, "Mom, are you okay?" You know, they're really feeling what you're feeling. So it's incredible. Okay, I'm just trying not to do it, but we're doing it. Let's do it as a team. We can do it this together, right? Hang on, here we go. Are you really ready for this? Are you ready? You should have some water. I'll have a little water. Oh, Lord. Is this where I can say that there's a malfunction and I had to stop? All right, here we go. Let's put this on. I have to get all set. I'm going to be set. All right, here we go. I'm scared. We got to do it. We're going to do it. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. They said you was high class, ha, but that was just a lie. Well, they said you was high class, hell, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Come on. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, they said you was high class. Well, that was just a lie. Well, you ain't never caught a rabbit and you ain't no friend of mine. Give yourself a hand. I don't know. I'm not sure I heard any singing. But let me turn this off here. Was that nuts or what? Not sure I heard any singing. How much is that doggy in the window? Uh-oh, we got a request. I may be having to do that next time. I like that song. I actually was hired to do a karaoke version of that song once, and I not only sang it, but I had to do the dog barking. And for those of you who don't know how that song goes, it's like, how much is that doggy in the window? And then it goes, arr, arr, like that. So I had to do the singing and the barking, and it's pretty crazy. Well, I wonder if we had someone from Portugal last time. Actually, not Portugal. He just spoke Portuguese. I think he was from South America. Well, oh, look at this. Animals heal in so many ways. I had PTSD after a fire and could not bear to be inside my new apartment. Went to adopt a pretty little cat from the ASPCA. Got a big orange cat because, well, it's a longer post, but that is so nice. It's kind of gone on. That is so beautiful. Yeah, I know. They really do help. I've, never had to lean on them that much. But I wanted to get to some of your posts that you gave us because they're so cool. This was about all the people posting about their dogs and what they do with them, and also pictures and everything. So I wanted to get to some of them. George Anderson, he talked about his dog named Candy, who was a half husky and half German shepherd, and said she was the most beautiful dog and good-natured and the most intelligent dog that they'd ever had. She passed away of old age and cancer, but then they got another dog, a black lab called Linus. And not sure what, he's a mixed breed, and he's 100 pounds and a great dog. Michelle says that she has a dog named Scooter, and he was named that because he didn't walk until he was 6 weeks old, and so he just scooted around everywhere. Jean posted photos of her fur babies, Peaches, Dixie, Rusty, and Corky. Harmony posted photos of Bella and Elliot. Ricky Massey said, I have 7 dogs, Missy, Tundra, Cookie, Wrinkles, Buddy, Charlie, Princess, and Luna, 5 cats, 8 birds, and a bearded dragon. Love all my babies. That is like a menagerie. That's all I wanted as a kid, a million. I had pretty many animals, but that would have been really, I don't think I would have been able to get 7 dogs. We only had 1 dog at a time, but I had chickens and guinea pigs and all types of animals, mice, rats, all that type of thing. Barry said he has 2 dogs, blue heelers, Bowser and Nero, and 1 Australian shepherd, and a black lab named Phoebe. Oh, that's probably the same dog. And then Ruth said she has my Casper little man is Maltese. Love him more every day. Well, I understand that. Let me see what's going on here. My cat saved my life in 1999. Rest in peace, Mooch. I agree. I have had some times when I was sick, and just having a little animal around, oh, so beautiful. Just to be there and keep you company. Oh, WooFDriver's also checking in, watching live, and love it. That's so nice. My guy's name is Buster Big Paws. Buster Big Paws, and they call him Boz. That's pretty great. Then we have Jennifer said, I have 2 huskies, Magic and Charlie. Billy Ferguson said, I have 2 dogs. Their names are Jake and Jenna. Carmen said, my dog's name is War Wilson. War. And then Cristobal Joffrey said, my dog's name is Mickey. And Cheryl said, I have a miniature dachshund and his name is Baxter. He'll be 15 years old on August 21st. He's my heart, and I call him Mr. Wiggles because he's so cute. That is so great. Well, I know how you guys feel about your dogs, and we love hearing about them. They're such a big part of our lives, right? But there's so much going on the WooFDriver page, so make sure you check it out. I was looking at it today, and there's like dogs riding motorcycles, there's dogs running through fields, there's dogs posing. It's amazing. And all you guys sending in pictures and adventures and everything going on. It's really cool. So make sure you post some more things so we can see them, not just us talking about our dogs. Oh my goodness, look at all this cute. Oh, my dogs make me so happy. They take my mind off the way the world is going now. Well, I do say that, oh, look at that. The dogs wrap their little paws around my neck and hug me and kiss me, and it makes me so much love, and I love them so much. I know, there's nothing like it, right? There really isn't. I mean, I know people are all different, but when I meet somebody who doesn't like dogs or any animals, I often think, ooh, it's a little weird. But I know not everybody likes animals. But I'm glad you do, and that's why you're here. It's pretty cool. Bear's my mini German Shepherd, and Sweetie's my Chihuahua. Look at that, a German Shepherd and a little Chihuahua getting along. That's so great. And we hear from Amelia saying, thanks for sharing on live stream. That's so cool. But I agree, they're just so much, and we give them so much, and I know we're a comfort to them too, and they need us, but I don't know, I think it's the other way. It's unbalanced, and they give us a lot more love. And let me think. Mary says, I'm sorry and confused. Oh yeah, I've been there. But I hope you guys will visit us on the page and tell us what you're up to. We've got a lot of fun things. I might even get to another song next time, but only if you sing along, and I'll know. I'm going to hook something up. I'll go on Facebook and I'll try to find out if there's an app where I can see you from where you are, and I will know if you're singing or at least dancing or clapping along or laughing and pointing. Either way, any of that stuff is fine. That's all acceptable. But I've enjoyed spending time with you. I want to check what people are writing before I say goodbye, but make sure you go to allwoof.com and you will find out so many cool things that are going on. You won't even believe what's on there. And I want to tell you a really cool thing that's coming up. We have all these new live programs that are happening, and they're all about dogs. There's going to be a dog psychic. I mean, that's crazy, right? But that'll be really fun. Well, somebody who actually is more like hopefully knowing what your dog is feeling and getting the emotions and all that. And I don't know, I'm going to learn more about it. And we have an author named Carol Grace Anderson, who wrote a book about the lessons that we learn from our dogs. Just basic life lessons that having a dog can teach you. I mean, even something, I'm sure she's not going to be talking about this, but as a kid, I mean, just having to take care of a dog and walk a dog and clean up after a dog, it definitely teaches you a lot of life lessons of just life and how life works, and how to make a friend and keep a friend with just taking care of a little dog. So I'm going to get to you saying these things. I love both of them so much. I love to cuddle, and remember, no matter what's going on, they always make me feel the love. And that's from Kitty Cat. Well, thanks, Kitty Cat. Well, thank you so very much. And let us know what you're thinking. We really do love hearing from you, and I wish you all have a wonderful couple days. I'll be back in just a couple days with some more fun stories from around the world. And if you have one you want to shoot our way, let me know. But I've got some really cool stuff coming up. So thank you so much again for tuning in and letting us know what you're doing. Bye for now. For WooFDriver News, I'm Britt Savage.